this is called the time machine. The composer composed it as if we have traveled to the time of the 18th century, the time of Mozart. So when we play this piece, it seems to sound graceful. But there are dynamic contrasts everywhere. So when you have forte, make sure that it somewhat sounds like Beethoven. Okay, so it's kind of like a battle between Mozart and Beethoven. You can imagine that. Okay, let's take a listen. Okay, okay, so this piece is a special moment. On this piece, you need to be very extra musical and lyrical because it's as if you're telling a story to your dear friend. A lot of places you need to do this with your wrist and lower arm because this will help you relax and also make the music extra lyrical. And then it's also helping you to breathe. Okay, so let's try it. Contrast. Release. Okay, so this is Dragon Hunt. As the title says, it needs to sound pretty bold, okay, because there's a dragon and I guess you're doing a dragon hunt. Um, and then it's really exciting, and the tempo marking says with energy. So let's take a listen. So this piece is Spanish Caballero. The most important thing about this piece is all the ritornellos need to be there, and the dynamic contrast, especially the first page and the second page's first two lines. Um, and then also the very last line, the coda section, I need to really hear the music being broadened. And notice that you also wrote for yourself the last lines chords, the E major, F major, G major, F major, and E major. So be sure to pay attention to those. That will help you learn this piece faster. So let's take a listen so you know what I meant. All right. sounds from the Gumdrop Factory. This is a really cute song. Be sure that your staccatos are nice and short. Imagine that there is little jelly beans dancing and happily, on the conveyor belt being packed into little candy packs. So, yes, convey that happiness throughout the music, and it's really short and cute. Okay, here it comes. And we talked about transposition, and you decided to do it to transpose it into A major and G major. So be sure that you place your two hands 2 octaves apart, pretending that you're playing a G major. Okay? So you're there, and the right hand starts on the third degree, which is B. Okay? So here it comes. Okay, so be sure you do the ritardando at the end. And here is A major. So same thing, two hands 2 octaves apart, pretending you're playing A major with the right hand starting on the third degree of A major, C sharp. Okay. Alright, okay, so this is about Carol of the Bells. On this piece, you will need to have a lot of wrist rotation when you play all the slurs. And even though the first page is marked pianissimo, I want to hear left hand. Each left hand note is marked an accent, so you want to make it come through. Second page, there are more dynamic variations. You want to have mezzo forte gradually growing to fortissimo. And then the third page is exactly the opposite. So you want to really show the audience that the dynamic levels are going softer from mezzo forte all the way to pianissimo again until the very end. There's a surprise. And then, okay, so let's take a listen. This piece is about Arabesque by Bergmuller. On this piece, the most important thing is to do the dynamic contrast. Especially the beginning is piano, and on the third measure is marked lectuero. So you gotta have that soft, but yet very exciting emotion, and kind of like a nervous feeling to it. And then sforzando at various places that must be done. And then on measure 17, 18, and 19, I want a dramatic forte, and then diminuendo e poco rallentando. That means get softer and slowing down. So the end of measure 19 and 1 to have a little comma there to create a feeling of tiny pause before the entrance of the theme again. Okay, and the coda, which is the last line, I want to hear a dramatic crescendo to create a very brisk and very confident ending. All right, let's take a listen. Okay, and notice how I did the leaps. My hands and arms were doing a circular motion. Never do this, okay, because that will tighten up everything. You want to have really loose joints when you play. All right, I hope that helps.